Hey guys, welcome back to Simple Confections with me, Karen. I'm filming at a time where, of course, the world is not so simple, a little complicated, very chaotic, and freaking all-purpose flour is so hard to find. And if I find it, it's freaking expensive, and I'm not about to pay like $100 a pound for all-purpose flour. But I did find other flours, such as this bag of sweet rice flour. These flours seem to be more readily available, but don't mark my words because I don't know, in a couple of weeks, all these flours might be gone too. So I thought to myself, hey, you know what? Let me play with some recipes that don't involve just all-purpose flour. I'll do teff flour, millet flour, all kinds of flour. So if you have any allergies to gluten or wheat, or if you're on a certain diet, these recipes might actually work out for you. So I'm actually pretty excited to, test out all these recipes and share them with you. And today's one of them. So let's get started. So what I'm gonna show you how to make today is a Hawaiian dessert called butter mochi. It is absolutely delicious. It's primarily made out of sweet rice flour. It's very similar to one of my favorite Japanese sweets, which is mochi. They both have the same chewy texture, but this one definitely is richer because of the butter and it's baked in the oven. So on a side note, if you're going to make this recipe, please use sweet rice flour, glutinous rice flour, or mochiko rice flour. Don't use brown rice flour or just regular rice flour. It's not gonna give you that bouncy, chewy effect that we want for a mochi. Also, this is gluten-free, so for all you people that are gluten-free out there, this is the perfect sweets for you. Even though it says glutinous rice flour, it doesn't have gluten in it, so don't you worry. So come on, let's go to the kitchen and get started. All right, so let's gather our ingredients. The first thing you're gonna need is 1.5 cups or 225 grams of sweet rice flour, 1 cup or 215 grams of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/2 cup of whole milk and a 1/2 cup of cream, a 1/4 cup of melted butter, 2 eggs at room temperature, a teaspoon of salt, and this is completely optional, but you can add a 1/2 teaspoon of coconut extract and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And the pan that we're gonna use today is an 8-inch square cake pan, but you can use anything as long as it's oven safe. First, what you wanna do is take all the dry ingredients and put them in the same bowl. So put the rice flour, the sweet rice flour, the sugar, the baking powder, and the salt. And then give it a little bit of a whisk, and then set that aside. Now you're gonna take all your wet ingredients and put it in the same bowl. So you take your eggs, mine's is milk and cream, the butter, the melted butter, and the extracts. As you all know by now, I don't really like to measure out my extracts, but you can if you want to. Okay. And then give that a little mixy mix. All right, and let's bring back the flour. So now what you wanna do is mix the wet mixture into the dry mixture. So you could do a little bit at a time, or for me, I'm just gonna add it all at once. And you can definitely just use a hand whisk, but I have an electric one. So I'm just gonna use this and mix until you see no bumps and it's all smooth. All right, so this is what it looks like. It's really smooth and there's no lumps in this. Actually, just a tip, you actually don't have to worry about over mixing rice flour because it doesn't build up any gluten. So your cake won't be tough. So you can mix this as long as you want. So let's put this in our 8-inch cake pan and we're gonna get baking. Okay, so what I would do right now is to coat my baking pan with some Pam, or what I have here is just like a baking spray. So just nicely coat that. And then pour your mixture in. All right, now we're ready to put it in the oven. I'm gonna put it in my oven for at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 hour. Yes, it takes 1 hour, but trust me, it's worth it, it's delicious. So, I mean, you have nothing better to do anyways right now, right? So 1 hour it is. All right guys, so I just took it out of the oven and I baked it for basically an hour. And how you know it's ready, it's when the sides start coming off the wall of the pan. So that's when it's ready. And I'm gonna let this cool down and then cut it up to eat later. All right, so the best part has finally come, and that's the tasting part. So I got myself a cup of espresso to go along with my butter mochi. So let's grab one of these guys. You probably heard all the chewing sounds, but it's very, very chewy, which I love that texture. And it's delicately sweet and also very buttery, which I love. I love butter. So this is a perfect snack. It doesn't even have to be just for dessert. It's a perfect snack. It's a perfect afternoon snack, midnight snack, you did a great job snack, I'm bored snack. It's a great snack overall. So make yourself some of these. It's gluten-free, so for all of you guys that are gluten intolerant, this is a really good snack for you guys too. So yeah, again, weird time that I'm filming at, can't get a hold of all-purpose flour, but please, again, if you don't have these ingredients, don't go out there just to go grab it, you know, do alternatives. I mean, for this recipe, you really can't do it without, unless you have sweet rice flour. But until then, again, keep watching my videos and make them when you actually can get a chance to go get it. So be safe again. And if you like what I did here, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. And also, let me know if you have any desserts out there that is easy to make or like very few pantry items, because right now, you know, pantry items, they're hard to get. So if you got any tips for me, let me know. And until then, I'll see you next time. Crap, I keep forgetting the outro. Always end the day with something sweet. Maybe I should change it because I can't remember. All right, bye, see you next time, bye.